Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. First off, I just want to say thank you for all the support as always, it truly means a lot to me. Anyways, Valentine's Day is right around the corner, which is so hard to believe. So I created a Valentine's Day look that I absolutely love, and if you want to see how I achieved this look, then just keep on watching. The first thing I'm going to be doing is, of course, moisturizing my skin. I'm just using one of my favorite moisturizers, which is the L'Oreal Revitalift. Absolutely love this, and I did mention it in my winter must-haves, so definitely check that out if you haven't already. And to combat those under eye circles, I'm just using Benefit Pop Off. Moving right on into foundation, I'm using one of my holy grail foundations of all time, which is by CoverGirl. It's the 3-in-1. I've literally replaced this foundation quite a few times. I've gone through, I think, like 5 or 6 bottles. This is definitely like my holy grail drugstore foundation. I absolutely love it. The coverage is medium to full coverage and it's very buildable, and I just love it. I honestly can't say enough things about it. And of course, I am applying that with a damp beauty blender. It's now time to work on those brows because they are definitely not looking their best. So anyways, I always first off just start by brushing my brows out and then getting a brow pomade and just an eyeliner brush and just start filling them in and giving them more definition and shape. There's really no technique here that I use. I just honestly start filling them in and making my arch a little bit more defined, and then of course I always brush it out afterwards, just making it look a little bit more softer and not as harsh. And of course I have to set them in place, and I'm using my favorite NYX Brow Mascara. It's literally my holy grail, so I definitely recommend that if you haven't tried it out before. My brow routine definitely doesn't stop there. One of my favorite ways to add in some more definition to my brows, as well as just making them look a little bit more sharper and cleaner, is by adding some concealer and putting that underneath and above my brow, and of course blending it out. This just gives your brows more of a finished look, and it's also a great way to highlight that brow bone. Moving on to the eyes, if you have watched any of my other makeup tutorials, you have probably noticed I absolutely love the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. It's literally my favorite eyeshadow primer of all time. I then am going to be using the Naked Unlimited Basics palette. I absolutely love this, and I'm just taking the lightest shade and putting that all over my eyelid up to the brow bone just for the base shadow. I absolutely love these shadows in this palette. They're just so pigmented and creamy. They're literally my favorite. I'm going to be taking the light brown shade in Faith and taking that with a blender brush and just putting that throughout my crease. This is just going to act as my transitional shade. I'm now going in with that deeper brown shade called Lockout and putting that onto a crease brush and just focusing that on the outer V of my eye, as well as blending it into my crease. I absolutely love these shadows because they are very blendable and buildable, which I absolutely love because everyone knows you don't want to go in so harshly with a darker color and then not be able to blend it out. So that's why I absolutely love these shadows as well. So as you can see, I'm just building up that color and building it up to the intensity that I want on my outer V. I then am going in with the 2 lighter shades, which they have really weird names, but anyways, the first one is Blow and the second one is Nudie. So I'm just mixing those 2 and putting that on the center of my eyelid and just blending that out. I just wanted my eyelid to have a lighter shadow and not be taken away from all the blending that I did with the crease. So now, of course, I'm going back in and blending everything out and making sure that there's no harsh lines. I wanted my lash line to have a little bit more definition, so I took the black shade called Blackjack and just added that to my lash line. And I didn't want any harsh lines in this eye makeup look, so I decided just to blend it out and smudge it out. Now, if you've seen any of my other makeup tutorials, you will see that I absolutely love this concealer. It's literally my holy grail. It's by Hard Candy. Absolutely love it, and it's just perfect for brightening up my under eyes, I just love it because it lasts all day and it is full coverage. So I'm just applying that with the foundation brush and then of course blending it out with a damp beauty blender, my favorite way to apply any foundation, concealers, or cream products. So I'm just applying that to my under eyes, my chin, my forehead, and my nose. Going back in with that Urban Decay palette, I'm taking those two brown shades and just mixing them and putting them on my lower lash line and blending it out. This way it just doesn't look so top heavy and nothing on the bottom lash line. So I absolutely love to add those shadows to the bottom lash line, and I just think it completes any eye makeup look. We of course couldn't forget about the lashes because they are not looking glam. So one of my favorite mascaras of all time is by Benefit Roller Lash. I absolutely love that mascara. And I think it's pretty much my holy grail mascara. I absolutely love it. So I'm just applying a few coats of that mascara to my lashes. I absolutely love how the eyes turned out. It's very simple but still glam, and I just love it. So anyways, we have to move on to completing the face. We cannot forget about contouring and bronzing. So of course I'm using my favorite contour palette of all time, which is by NYX. You can probably see that I'm already hitting pan on a few shadows, so I absolutely love it. Anyways, I'm just using the taupe and bronze shade and just mixing those and just bronzing up and contouring my face. I absolutely love this contour and I literally can't say enough good things about it. We have to add a little bit of blush to this look. So one of my favorite blushes of all time is by Maybelline. The color is in Deep Mauve. I absolutely love this blush. It just gives your cheeks a little bit of a pinky glow, but not adding too much pink. It's still like in the nude family. But anyways, I'm just using that same damp beauty blender and just blending everything out to make sure that there's no harsh lines. It's time to get that glow on, and my favorite highlighter of all time is actually in that NYX palette as well. And you can see I have like hardly any left. I've hit pan quite some time ago, but I actually mixed it with the Stila Kitten, one of my favorite eyeshadows that I love to use for a highlight as well, and just added that to my cheekbones as well as the inner eye corners of my eyes and my nose. Unfortunately lost the footage of the lipstick, but I just used the Urban Decay Vice lipstick in Bad Blood. I absolutely love this red color and just think it actually looks really beautiful against my skin tone and my hair color. So I just loved how this makeup look turned out. And if you liked it, definitely be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below so you can be a part of the fam and you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. And thank you again guys for all the support. We'll see you guys next time. Bye!